All right, just a minute. All right, Shalom. First, I want to give all praises, glory, and honor to Yahweh, Bahashim Yahushai, Bahashim Makakwadash. Double honors to our apostles, a great millstone that rule with honor and with diligence. Honor to you brothers out there pushing his word in love and sincerity to wake up the elect. Peace be to the elect and their families, those that change according to the word. Calling on the names of Yahweh, Bahashim Yahushai in time of trouble. We say, peace be unto you. May the Lord have mercy on you in these evil times that we're living in. And this is just a quick video. I have been putting together some scriptures on this topic for a while, and briefly touched on this topic with Apostle Rakah the other day. So it's wise to fear the Lord before he makes you. Excuse me. Yeah, but pretty soon, eventually, every one of us is going to have to face the Lord, man. We're going to all stand before the judgment seat of Yahweh Bashim Yahushai in these times, man. And the Lord is about to bring some really heavy judgments in the earth. So we want to be in the best position we can be in to receive his mercies. We want to put ourselves in the best position to have a voice with the Lord, So it's best to, I'm just suggesting this real quick. It's best to fear and reverence the Lord, before he comes with that sword in the earth, before the Lord opens up, So I'm gonna get some scriptures. Lord willing, this video is edifying. This is Psalms chapter 19:7. It says, the law of the Lord is perfect, converting the soul. The testimony of the Lord is sure, making wise the simple. So, all these things are being taught at this point. The law and the testimony, and the Lord said, my sheep hear my voice and they are known to me. So those that are righteous are going to take heed to what is being said through the Spirit of the Lord, through his prophets, but those that are not wise, are gonna receive judgment from Yahweh Bashim Yahushai. It says, verse 8, the statutes of the Lord are right, rejoicing the heart. The commandment of the Lord is pure, enlightening the eyes. It says, the fear of the Lord is clean, enduring forever. The judgments of the Lord are true and righteous altogether. More to be desired are they than gold, than much fine gold, sweeter also than honey and the honeycomb. Moreover, by them is thy servant warned, in keeping of them, and in keeping them there is a great reward. So you fear the Lord by keeping the commandments to the best of your ability, by taking this yoke upon you, learning of Yahweh Bashim Yahushai, learning of who you are, of your heritage, of the things that please the Lord, and doing them and teaching others also, and not everybody's a teacher, but in some way or form, you are, because your actions teach as well, man. You know, it may be some of the things you do. Others get, the lives that we live cut people, you know, or compel people to live better lives, so even the lives we live are to be an example of the spirit of the Lord and his righteousness, dwelling in us in the earth, man. You know, this is Malachi 1:6. It says, a son honoreth his father, and a servant his master. If then I be a father, where is mine honor? And if I be a master, where is my fear, saith the Lord of hosts, unto you, O priests that despise my name? And ye say, wherein have we despised thy name? Yeah. To this day, we have people in the earth that despise the names of Yahweh Bashim Yahushai. And then even those that know they're Israelites and don't call on those names, you know? And you know, but the point was, the Lord said, if I be a master, where's my fear? Like, if I'm over you, why don't you fear me? If you know that I can take your life, why don't you fear me? If you know that I created you, why won't you do what I said? You know? And there was a very wicked thing presented in the earth called the free will, which is something that doesn't exist, because the scriptures say man's goings are the Lord. How can a man understand his own way? But with people accept that in their own minds. See, people accept the things that allow them to be wicked and sinful. People accept the things that allow them to not have to change and go out of their comfort zones. You know, so people will serve a wicked doctrine to suit their own attributes, their own behaviors, their own wicked desires. You know, and it should not be so, but that's the world we live in, because these devils are ruling, these hunkies, you know. But in the end, you know, when the judgment comes on this world, those people that followed after these various doctrines and of devils and you know, decided to follow after their own lusts are going to be destroyed with it, you know. But we are of those that fear the commandment, of Yahweh Bashim Yahushai. You know, this is Isaiah 1:2. Hear, O heavens, give ear, O earth, for the Lord hath spoken. I have nourished and brought up children, and they have rebelled against me. So, you'll get mad as hell if you tell your child to do something. A lot of you would get upset if you tell your child to do something, and then you find out later they haven't done that thing that you told them. In a lot of cases, somebody about to get a butt whooping. But these new age people, I don't know. These new age people don't want to be parents. They want to be friends with their children. But in my day, if you didn't do what you was told, you gonna get it. You know? But that is prevalent with the serving the Lord, man. If you don't do what the Lord tell you, he gonna get you, man. The wages of sin is death, and the Lord got a lot of ways to take people out of here. Now I was looking at this one video is circling around the internet. This guy, I guess they was at a I guess they were having a party or a dance off in the basement, and the guy's dancing, and he reaches over and touches a wall outlet that is open, and people think this guy is still dancing, and the people are like rooting for this guy. Whoa, whoa, whoa! And this guy is getting fucking fried. He's getting electrocuted. And Jake is like, yeah, 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 yeah. And the dude is dying. You know. So let's show you, man. Oh man, the Lord can get you anywhere. You can be pop locking somewhere at a party and get fried. You know. But it says the ox knoweth his verse 3, the ox knoweth his owner, and the ass his master's crib. But Israel doth not know, my people do not consider. Yeah, Jake is inconsiderate. Our people are finished. And now the stage is being set for all of these benefits that people are receiving to eventually get taken away. Yeah, of course, President Trump, he had to rescind some things that he did, but that don't mean that's not gonna happen. See, people think that because it didn't happen yet, that it's not gonna happen eventually. And this thing is set up because if the Lord just start messing Jake up, then everybody gonna want to get right. But the Lord will kind of mess you up and not let you see that you getting messed up. People think, oh well, they got turned around, so ain't none of this gonna pass. So people settled on their leads. But the Lord is gonna come with judgment eventually. Eventually, the judgment is gonna come, and oh boy, is it gonna come hard. So even though you don't consider now the judgment of the Lord, but eventually you won't have uh, uh, um you won't have any what's the word I'm looking for, so I can choice. You won't have a choice in the matter. Verse 4, sinful nation, a people laden with iniquity, a seed of evildoers, children that are corrupters. They have forsaken the Lord. They have provoked the Holy One of Israel unto anger. They are gone away backward. Okay. It says, why should ye be stricken anymore? Ye will revolt more and more. So a lot of times, we see these people that just sin, 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 and it seems like nothing ever happens to them. It seems like they just go off. You know, these moles, these adulterers. You know, it seems like they just enjoying life. Seem like ain't nothing ailing them. While the saints of the Lord are in mourning and going through all manner of ailments and mental afflictions. But that's the way it's set up because we understand that hey, we owe the Lord a payment. So we come into this troop armed that we gonna start to receive for the wrong that we have done. But the Lord could have killed us. The Lord could have taken us out of here, but the Lord had mercy. So we understand that you know in order for us to get in the Lord's good graces, there has to be some form of payment. And the sufferings that we endure in this truth are our payment. You know, we don't just get off. Don't nobody get off scot free. Many are the afflictions of the righteous. But hey, in the end, You know, in the end, there will be joy. The scripture say, "Weeping may endure for a night, but joy cometh in the morning." You know, it says, "Ah, sinful nation, a people laden with iniquity, a seed of evildoers, children that are corrupters. They have forsaken the Lord. They have provoked the Holy One of Israel unto anger. They are going away backwards. Why should they be stricken anymore? Like, why should I even?" You came out of slavery hanging, you was strange fruit and hanging on trees, and that, then now that I bring you out of that, now you just go and be a complete demon. No love for your people, no respect for yourself, just all out folly. But you're gonna receive payment for having that type of mindset, man. It says therefore, why should you be stricken anymore? You will revolt more and more. The whole head is sick and the whole heart faint. From the sole of the foot even unto the head, there is no soundness in it, but wounds and bruises and putrefying sores. They have not been closed, neither bound up, neither mollified with ointment. So you people that don't want to serve the Lord, you're like wounds, you're like putrefying sores. You know, you're like you're like blemishes. If you see somebody with a beautiful white tablecloth, as soon as one drop of soup or tomato sauce get on it, it looks like the whole thing is ruined. You know, or somebody got on a nice clean white shirt and then they turn around and they done sat on something and the whole back of the shirt's dirty, and it just takes away from everything. That's what these people that want to serve the Lord are like. So when the Lord eventually purify the wickedness away from our people, those people are going to be taken and burnt up, and the ending product is gonna be pure and refined. But these impurities, these wicked people of our nation, they're impurities, and they have to go. They have to be put to death because it ain't no healing in them. They're not able to heal. They're gone. They're taken. So the Lord's going to have to kill them. The Lord's going to take them out. Job 28:28. And to man he said, behold, the fear of the Lord, that is wisdom, and to depart from evil is understanding. So the fear of the Lord is wisdom. There's another scripture say the fear of the Lord is the beginning of wisdom. But it says to depart from evil is understanding. You know, so we ought to be led. That's a perfect name. Hey, Shalom. Brother, it says fear Yahweh. Who has that handle? Fear Yahweh. Hey, that's the perfect handle for the this lesson. Fear Yahweh by Hashem Yahweh Shai. Fear the Lord. You know, the fear of the Lord, man, brings you mercy. When the Lord see you trembling at your sins, you know he ain't gonna just go all out on you like he would, a person that's headlong in sin. The Lord will have mercy because he sees that you understand that you did wrong and you feel some type of way about it. You know, I'd rather be the one that's trembling at my sins than the one that's just out here just adding sin into sin, laden over, poured over sin, iniquity, continuous until ain't no way you can begin to start to pay it back. It ain't nothing but death waiting on you then. This is Ecclesiasticus of Sirach, chapter 7, verse 29. It says, fear the Lord with all thy soul and reverence his priests. Yeah, you're supposed to fear the Lord, but you're supposed to reverence his priests. His priests are the ones that bring understanding. You know, in the scripture that I read earlier, it says, "And to depart from evil is understanding." How do you depart from evil? By the hearing of the word of the Lord, by men bringing out these breakdowns into you, telling you, "Look, if you don't do right, the Lord's going to get you." And that should shake people up to the point where they be like, "I don't want the Lord to get me." You know, so I'd rather do what's right. And the ways of the Lord are not grievous. Only to a wicked society, only to a wicked individual is the way of the Lord grievous. But the ways of the Lord are not hard, man. Of course, in this kingdom, there's certain laws you can't keep, but you do to the best of your ability, and then we have forgiveness. That's why we have repentance, because there's some laws you just can't keep right now. But we have to understand that this is a punishment. We have to feel we should feel sorry that we can't serve the Lord in perfection. That we're in this lower state. It's Jeremiah 5:21. Hear now this, O foolish people, and without understanding, which have ears and see not, which have ears and hear not. I mean, which have eyes and see not, and which have ears and hear not. You know, um, people want to hear what they want to hear. They don't want to hear. They want to hear sweet messages, positive vibes only. That's what a nigga want to hear, man. They don't want to hear the Lord gonna kill you if you. Oh no, I don't want to hear that. That's too much. Yeah, it's exactly what what it's gonna be when he do it too. It says, "Hear now this, O foolish people, and without understanding, which have eyes and see not, and which have ears and hear not. Fear ye not me, saith the Lord. Will ye not tremble at my presence?" Hey, the presence of the Lord is here through his prophets right now in the earth. The spirit of the Lord is upon his men. The scriptures speak about us being his mouthpiece, you know. And a lot of times, we do lessons. We say, yeah, well, you know, it's gonna be a nice, cool little lesson, straight to the point, and then you just end up cursing Jake out. That's because the spirit of the Lord takes over. Now you didn't curse Jake out for 30 minutes, and then you finish the lesson, you be like, well, I wanted it to go another way, but call all Yahweh Bashim outside. All you can do is thank the Lord anyway, because sometimes, man, the Lord will take over your flesh and send his message out there. Verse 22, fear ye not me, saith the Lord, and will ye not tremble at my presence, which have placed the sand for a bound of the sea by a perpetual decree that it cannot pass it? And though the waves thereof toss themselves, yet can they not prevail. Though they roar, yet can they not pass over it. But this people have revolted, or have a revolting, but this people have a revolting and a rebellious heart. They are revolted and gone. Yeah. Jake has a stiff neck. They don't want to hear, even if it ain't our words. And if we show you in the scriptures where it say, look, this is what you ought to be doing, this is what you ought not to be doing, people still don't want to hear that. People don't want to hear that, but it's going to be a time where it's going to be reversed. It's going to be the time where people are going to want the Lord to hear their prayers, and the Lord ain't going to hear that. Okay. You see, in the end, the Lord wins. The Lord's ways are not grievous. They were created to sustain us. Okay. But people make it grievous because they're so headlong up this white man's ass, man. And that's why the Lord's got to bring death. That's why 2/3, a larger number than half, 2/3. Think about that. That's more than half. More than half of our people just got to die. They're just gonna get smoked. That's a huge number. The scriptures say Israel is as the sand of the sea. So we talking about millions upon millions of people that's about to get that smoke. It says, "Fear ye not me," saith the Lord. Will ye not tremble at my presence, which have placed the sand for the bound of the sea by a perpetual decree that it cannot pass, and though the waves thereof toss themselves, yet cannot can they not prevail? Though they roar, yet can they not pass over it? But this people have a revolting and a rebellious heart. They are revolted and gone. Neither say they in their heart, let us now fear the Lord. Even though you see these things coming to pass in the earth, ain't nobody still, they're not saying, well, let me fear the Lord now and do what he says. No, because why? Because everybody's worried about what these idiots in the world will think of them if they try to live right, if they change. My friend's not gonna be, man. Fuck your friends, man. Sometimes you got to be a little selfish, man, and work on yourself. Everybody don't want to do it. Your friends ain't gonna work on themselves with you. Your friends ain't gonna serve the Lord, man. When I came into the truth, all my friends in the world, I lost all of them. Why? Because the things that I said I wasn't gonna do no more, that was too weird for them. That was whack. It was cut on them, man, because they couldn't stop doing it. And people Jake, man, Jake, if they don't have no discipline and they see you having discipline, they're gonna try their best to throw your discipline off. Oh man, you don't smoke weed no more, man. You just want only weed smoking, buddy. Well, I ain't no more, nigga. Now get that out of my face, man. Hey, but man, I just started cutting Jake off. Use the word or not abuse it. I still got a couple friends that's not in the truth, but I don't be going over their house to barbecues, hanging out with them. I see, I may see them on social media every now and again. I run into them. Hey, how you been? What's up? I may get a phone call every now and again. A lot of them know what I'm into, and they be calling like, what do you think about this? I just tell them, you know, or I got people that you know, that I just don't talk to anymore. You know, it says, but this people have a revolting and rebellious heart. They are revolted and gone. Neither say they in their heart, let us now fear the Lord our power, that giveth rain both former and the latter. Both the former and the latter in his season. He reserveth unto us appointed weeks of the harvest. You know, the Lord is feeding us every day. The Lord is taking care of us. You know what I'm saying? We ain't under no bridge nowhere. We have a lot to be thankful for. And then again, Jake still won't serve the Lord. Jake still won't humble themselves. Jake still want to be that dude that the world looks at as somebody. You know, when I go into the club, everybody giving me high fives. Like, but you got to be able to put off the old man and his deeds if you want to serve the Lord. You can't come to the Lord with that worldly shit in mind. You know, and people don't want to commit to those type of lifestyle changes. So what do? When the spirit is trying to move them or persuade them, they stiffen up. They harden their necks. They turn the other way. And eventually, when they see the things that were being said are coming to pass, then they remember, but they can't tap into the spirit. The spirit is not dealing with them anymore. So when the spirit was willing, when the Lord stretched out his hand, they slapped the Lord's hand away. And then now they see that the prophecies are coming, and now now the Lord is slapping their hands away because they can't tap into the Holy Spirit. They can't get into this word because they've been rejected. So we don't want to get to the point where the Lord rejects us because we don't want to change. Because of these things that are coming in the earth are going to touch all of us. And those that don't have no mercy, nothing stored up in the heaven for them, are just going to get laid over. They're going to get it. Hey, the Lord may have them suffer. The dogs to tear, beast newly created. All these race wars that's coming, that's being prepared up. This devil got robots going around. We was in Atlanta. We saw little robots just going around by themselves making deliveries. So if he got those, they got other robots that can do something else to you. But Jake don't want to listen. So when all of these things are unleashed on the earth, when all of these perils and troubles are released on the earth, those that didn't hear this word ain't gonna have nowhere to run to. They're not gonna be able to call on Yahweh Shem Yahushua and get an answer. And that's the greatness of the reward that we're working towards. To be serving the Lord right now and to be doing the works right now or before things get hard out here is a show of discipline. That's a show of faith. And our people are going to get rewarded for that, man. But to see trouble coming and then say, well, let me hurry up and serve the Lord now after I done served the world my whole life, the Lord ain't going to receive you. He's not going to receive that. So it's good to get that fear of the Lord and serve him now, before this judgment comes. And the judgment is looming. It's coming. Luke 19:27. But those mine enemies, which would not that I should reign over them, bring them hither and slay them before me. Okay. So the Lord ain't playing, man. Those that didn't want to serve the Lord, that's what's going to happen. The Lord is going to kill them. He's going to put them to death. And ain't no respect of persons with Yahweh Shem Yahushua. The Lord don't care how pretty your fucking smile is, how cool your outfit looks, how clean your car is, how many women. Hey, the Lord don't care how nice your house is. All the Lord cares about is are you doing what I said do? Are you striving to making an effort to better yourself every day in what I'm telling you to do? This is a continual effort. It's every day you're supposed to be getting better. This is something every day you're supposed to be getting better at. And if the Spirit is working with you, you will grow continuously. But you don't want to be that guy that slapped the Lord's hand away and now you out there on your ass waiting for judgment. That guy, now you praying, oh, how about Shem Yahushua, please put the Spirit on me, and the Lord ain't hearing you because you turned your back on the plow. You don't want to be that guy. Seek the Lord while he may be found. So I'm gonna give all praises to Yahweh Bashem Yahushua, Bashem Akakodash, double honors to our apostles. Honor to you, brothers, sisters out there listening and learning. Shalom.